is Govs Radio. Govs Radio.
And you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for now.
With me in your head because I didn't.
No, I did. I told
hear
you.
Any of this? This is all like completely new stuff. So weirdo. I feel like you need to move over more because the thing's right in your face. Ten seconds.
This is Govs Radio. Govs Radio.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Thanks for joining us this morning. GovsRadio.com is the website. You can see our show there live right now.
This is Ruth Buzzy, and I'd like you to know how much I love the Knockem Dead radio show coming to you live on govsradio.com. Oh, you make me laugh. You really do. Oh, please. I can't do this anymore.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say there?
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and...
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag, it gets through Buckner, here comes Knight, and the Mets win it!
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Day Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Yeah, I hear you. Hello. Hi, everybody. Where are we? Which one? This one? That one.
Hey.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club right here in Levittown. The club that's going to be open in just a few weeks. Very excited. Sallie's here. Rich is here. Ken is up there. And we have some very special guests joining us in a little while. The Lonely Ones, a great band, pretty heavy, but still a great band.
Heavy but really good.
Yeah, really good.
Like not your thought of normal heavy music.
True. Very melodic.
Yeah, awesome. Definitely a band you want to check out.
Early
Rich,
70s Queenish.
Pull the microphone a little bit closer to you. Thanks.
All right.
Hello,
coming
people.
at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Govsradio.com is the website. I got to check to see if that's working. I'll check that in a second. And Ken Pichelle is there, ready to do the ads. If you saw the Teespring ad before we started here, please order some Govs Radio swag, like that.
I'm wearing a little.
There you go.
Teespring.
A little swag with his show on the back.
Nice.
Don't look at his ass.
I like
Nothing to see there.
I like to
I'm
call it
looking
Jeff
at his
Bosey's
ass.
show, and he lets me tag along.
The Jeff Bosey show. Is that right?
He does.
Well, you have a very special surprise from tonight.
Tonight's a big night.
Looking
night.
forward to that very
Big
much.
night. This might be the greatest moment of my life, so it's got to be.
Doesn't say much for you.
No, I don't get out a lot.
That's a
but,
sad life, Rich.
Yeah,
it is
absolutely.
a sad life, but tonight, big show. We'll talk about it after
All right.
after Mr. Ken.
So please send us a photo of yourself with the Govs Radio swag. Send it to us on Facebook, and you'll get yourself a free pass to any of the three great Governor's Comedy Clubs: Levittown, Belmore,
I would like some tickets.
and Bohemia. I'll get you. Levittown, Belmore, and Bohemia, three great Governor's Comedy Clubs opening soon. And please like and share the show. Please hit those hearts, hit those likes.
You don't have to like
And
it. Just share it.
Yeah, true. Share is more important.
You don't have to like us.
Well, we like to like.
You can give angry faces, but share it.
Hello, my mother. Hello, Jeff Bosey. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Jeff. I think Adam Snare was watching. There he is. Adam Snare.
Adam Snare has a countdown going on social
57
media on
days.
how many days until he's calling it moving. I believe the proper word is incarcerated.
Why did I think he was moving already? He said he put pictures of
he counts down like a
some
woman to
water
her birthday.
picture the other day.
His move is like a female's birthday. You know, my birthday's in 61 days, and then every day you get the countdown.
I want to make a bet that when she goes down there, Darren Dillon comes back, and then Adam comes back too.
Well, have you ever seen them in the same room?
No.
They could be the same person.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's
Well,
all I'm
actually, he's saying that about Mookie and DJ D Love. Never saw Mookie and DJ D Love in the same place, same time. Just saying. Speaking of which, should we open the phone lines? That way we get him before our guests join us?
Get who?
DJ D Love.
It's not Monday.
It's not. Oh, so now Sallie has rules.
I like it. I like it.
All right,
Man,
what's that?
listen, I'm already living through Red Shirt Thursday.
That's right.
And
In fact, I was
Big
going to
boob
wear the
Thursday.
same shirt that you had on. I was going to wear it because I have a red one like that, and I was like, I can't because we'll look like bowling
But
partners.
it looks like a little strawberry jam sandwich we got going here. All right, maybe
Bosey's going to get
maybe
jealous.
with
Calm down.
bread and whatever.
Totally
But still.
what I was thinking. First thing that came to my mind: strawberry jam sandwich. Yep.
Well, you're a southern. You're a southerner.
You're a southerner.
You sure you didn't say marmalade?
No, I said probably out of preference raspberry preserve, but in the South it's a biscuit. Y'all are a biscuit.
Yeah,
Your biscuit.
you know what? I like Ken more right now because I love raspberry.
Do you?
I
like strawberry.
I like raspberry. I won't throw strawberry jam away, but I would step over it to get to the raspberry.
I like blueberry
Sanitized
sometimes
raspberry.
too.
Sanitized raspberry.
Sanitized raspberry.
That just takes the love right out of it.
Ken Michelle with the ads, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Ooh, hey. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is ad time. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Roslyn Social, a social experience in dining. Roslyn Social is the area's premier location for elevated pub food, craft cocktails, and local beers. Roslyn Social is open for socially distanced dining, takeout, curbside pickup, delivery, and on your favorite food service apps. Even their famous cocktails and desserts are available to go as well. You can follow them on Facebook at Roslyn Social. They are located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. That's 1363 Old Northern Boulevard in Roslyn. Give Roslyn Social a call and say hi to Nick at 516-801-4963. That's 516-801-4963. Thank you from Roslyn Social. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. Two Eagles Auto Body is a family-owned and operated collision shop located in New Hyde Park, Long Island. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body handles foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such techniques as state-of-the-art paint spray booths and computer color matching. In the event of an accident, Two Eagles Auto Body has their own tow trucks and will walk you through the process from start to finish. From tow through the insurance process to the return of your vehicle, Two Eagles Auto Body is with you. Two Eagles Auto Body is constantly striving for perfection, with your satisfaction being their number one priority. Two Eagles Auto Body is located in New Hyde Park, Long Island at 1818 Falmouth Avenue. That's 1818 Falmouth Avenue in New Hyde Park. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527. Also follow them on Facebook at Two Eagles Auto Body. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. That's Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. 631-495-7696. That's 631-495-7696. When you work with Gina, you tap into the collective experience of the best, most experienced realtors on Long Island. Contact Gina today to discuss how Signature Premier Properties and Gina can help you market and sell your property successfully or find your perfect home. More information about Gina's listings can be found at signaturepremier.com. That's signaturepremier.com. List your house with Gina, and she will work so hard for you and sell your house so fast that it will make your
head spin.
It will make your head spin. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Bella Vista Pizza. Bella Vista Pizza, for the best pizza in the whole wide world. Check out Bella Vista Pizza, where they offer thin crust, thin whole wheat, deep dish, and gluten-free pies. Also pasta and baked dishes, calzones and rolls, heroes, entrees, salads, sides, and appetizers. You can follow them on Facebook at Bella Vista Pizza and Pasta. That's Bella Vista Pizza and Pasta on Facebook, and on Instagram at Bella Vista Pizza LI. That's at Bella Vista Pizza LI on Instagram. Bella Vista Pizza is located at 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. That's 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. 516-433-4464. That's 516-433-4464. Mention Knockem Dead Comedy to receive a free garlic knot. BellaVistaPizza.com. Bambinos, check them out today. And of course, the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Knockem Dead Comedy, the premier murder mystery dinner theater company that provides interactive murder mystery dinner theater, game shows, variety shows, and more. You plan the party, they'll plan the murder. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery dinner theater company from Pennsylvania to Maine and everywhere in between. You may select between the Hillbilly Hoedown, a redneck wedding, the family, the fun, and the felony, the high school reunion, and the whacked family reunion, a lethal luau. Knockem Dead Comedy will provide a fun-filled evening full of audience interaction, including music and dancing, games and prizes, and tons of laughter. Knockem Dead Comedy shows can be seen at restaurants, catering halls, even your home. Their shows are perfect for corporate events, team-building events, wedding rehearsal dinners, holiday parties, fundraisers, sweet 16s, and bar mitzvahs. You can follow them on Facebook at Knockem Dead Comedy and on Instagram at Knockem Dead Comedy. That's at Knockem Dead Comedy. That's at Knockem Dead Comedy on Instagram. It's just at Knockem Dead Comedy anywhere. At Knockem Dead Comedy. For upcoming show dates, check out knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. That's knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. Rich, Sallie, Tony, I'm all done.
Super job there.
Ads we have.
Super job. Well done, Dr. Adman Pichelle. How are you? All right?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, doing all right, thanks.
Doing good. Doing
Nice job. Are you gonna watch The Lonely Ones when they join on?
good. I'm gonna.
Is that what you're
try
calling
my-
mine and Bozy show now? The Lonely Ones?
The Lonely Ones.
ones.
Our viewership has gotten so high that we're now called the Lonely Ones.
Have you listened to any of their music, there, Dr. Ken Adman Pichelle?
I did listen a little bit that first day that you had mentioned them, and it's cool. It's like you said, it's heavier, but it's more melodic. It's not just a type of sound at all. It's not that. I mean, I've listened to a lot of metal in all my years, and I really never loved the whole growling vocal thing.
Yeah, that's the real heavy thrash type stuff you're talking about, right?
Like Pantera.
Yeah.
Pantera, yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, but
Dimebag.
I mean, I listen to heavy thrash music, but where the singing was still singing,
Yeah.
and not just the low growl thing. I mean, it's a
John Denver is not heavy thrash music. I'm just letting you in on that.
Now, Dr. Ken has a history of
he probably has quite the library.
mosh pits and
I believe it.
yeah.
I believe. I'm not falling for this ruse of guy who reads pizza ads from the South.
I bet he's throwing a TV out the window.
Yeah,
he's definitely throwing a TV out the
yeah,
window,
yeah,
without a doubt.
Yeah, he's wearing. He's got some. He's probably got in the back of his closet some concert shirts that are, worth keeping.
Yes, I would agree.
I say what everybody our age says. It's
Ouch,
quite
my hip?
nice. Yes, that's
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yep, definitely. That is among my sayings. But
look at
what
my
I
poop.
was thinking.
We were with friends the other night, and we talked more about bidets, and I think these poor people, they were like, stop talking. And I'm like, no, it's really cool because, and they're like, just stop talking.
All right, well, sorry, Ken. What is the saying you were referring to?
Thank you, Eric Shevlin, for bringing bidets into the forefront of my life.
He did. Yeah, it was. It was Eric's fault.
It was, oh yeah. How convenient for all of us that we didn't have cell phones and the internet when we were early 20-something.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that I'm in my late 20s, I feel you on that. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Dr.
thanks,
Ken Adman
Thanks,
Pichelle.
Ken.
Thank you, pal. We'll see you tomorrow with Andy.
And in the comments in a little bit.
Very nice.
Sounds good.
Thank you,
See
pal.
later, my man.
All right. Thanks, y'all. Bye.
Hey, I have to. Maybe somebody with a scientific mind could answer this question for me. I told you.
We should have.
Yeah, I know our listening audience is
still here.
probably, but normally it takes me, 12 minutes or so, 15 minutes to get here from my house, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're doing pothole repair, which makes
What does that even mean? They just like squirt some stuff in it
they
and
throw, like,
smear it
fish
around, and then the
gravel
next.
of asphalt into a thing and
What
roll over it with
is-
the thing.
yeah.
And then, right, it's not like a
It's
frosting
like,
bag.
It's like black cheese whiz.
They're not making Cinnabons.
And
They're
then the
patching
very
the
next,
road.
yeah, and then the very next year we got another pothole. I don't
Right, well,
understand.
so this is my point.
New York.
I remember growing up and remember the crying Indian who turned out to be
Yeah.
Sicilian anyway, whatever.
Yeah,
that was a
that's
whole
true.
scam there.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
anyway, that aside, the whole pollution thing. And then they used to tell you, hey, if you take your soda bottle or can, specifically your bottle,
Yeah.
and you throw it on the side of the road, it takes 2 Halley's Comets for that thing to be biodegradable or whatever. Right? Well, fix the fucking potholes with soda bottles then. Why is it every year the roads are coming up?
Anything
Why
else.
can't they use the old soda bottles to press them into the road? I want to know why we can't use it. That's what I want to know. Why do the roads look like
Swiss cheese.
a dental photo from England?
All
Like
I can
everything's
tell you
chopped
is
up and-
that there's cold weather in a lot of places, and I've never seen
Yeah. Our
potholes
highways
like Long
are
Island.
dog shit.
Like
Yeah.
when
Whatever
you're
they're using
when
on
you're
them are
driving
terrible.
like upstate or anywhere else, as soon you can almost see the line in wintertime.
Yes.
The difference between the roads.
Right.
It's shocking.
And they don't use cement because they say it's too expensive compared to the asphalt.
Yeah.
Cement, I don't know, lasts, 4 generations of family?
Pretty much.
Right? I mean,
Yeah,
the
do
mob
the
didn't
math.
bury guys under asphalt. They use cement. You know why? Because they never
Right.
dug them up.
It's job
Right?
security, baby.
Okay, but
Is that it? Is it like a labor union thing that we have to deal with this
because
every year?
they patch these streets with the crappiest stuff.
The worst is so at least they put the hot patch, and that's permanent. The worst, they'll put the cold patch down first, and that's a temporary fix.
You know, when you drive
That
over it,
stuff-
it's stuck to your tire as you
That's
leave it,
where
right?
I was
it's
going.
It's like
And-
ridiculous.
and it just makes a mess.
It's ridiculous. And then you see a guy who, only got the job because his uncle's friend is so the guy's, half a doofus.
Yes.
And he's there with the
Yeah.
tamping it down. Yeah, I feel confident that I'm not going to blow. Last year when I had my car with the low profile tires, I think I had 6 blowouts. 6 blowouts driving 45 miles an hour on the parkway.
Yeah, I had one a few years ago. Like I couldn't. The second I hit it, I'm like, that's a
Fix
flat.
the road.
And then-
Use the soda bottles. I will donate. I'll start drinking soda.
We
if I
had
have to.
on my road, and it's kind of like a long road, and we had a lot. I think they were doing something with the gas lines or something, but they were pulling up the road every 10 feet every day with something else going on. And me and Tony are driving along. I'm like, oh well, maybe they'll
We're putting gas lines in.
Yeah, maybe they'll, after it's all done, maybe they'll redo the road. And Tony doesn't even he's just driving. He goes, no, they won't.
They just they throw fish gravel over it. And
It's
then
just
they go,
like
we'll see you
this
next year."
one strip that's like this wide, and then the rest of the road is
My dad,
still
I'll
a
never forget
mess.
this. Now, my dad passed away in 1982. Okay,
Okay.
But when I was a kid, and we were on the first throws of maybe the Expressway or whatever it was when it was first new, whatever.
Yeah.
I remember my dad saying one time when I was a kid, I must have said something like, "Wow, look at the new highway," whatever. And my dad said, "It'll never be done in your lifetime." And I just remember going, "What? It's done now. We're driving on it." Well, who knew?
Well, look at we have an expressway here called the Seaford Oyster Bay Expressway because it starts in a town called Seaford, which is South Nassau County, Long Island, and the idea was to go all the way. It was supposed to connect the South and the North Shores.
Yep.
Seaford is right on the South Shore, and Oyster Bay is a town on the North Shore.
Doesn't quite get there.
And yet it's got to be 25 years easy where a politician maybe once a year comes out and says, "Oh, we're going to finish it now and get it all the way to
where
Oyster
we
Bay."
get to 25? Yeah, we're going to keep going. No, you're not.
And it comes up, it's got to be a good 5 miles short at least. It's not even close to Oyster Bay.
Not even in the ballpark.
Right.
Right. So, but it allows you to get on 106, 107 and drive 4 miles an hour to get there, though.
Right. And
Which is
20 lights.
Yeah.
If you're lucky. And if someone in front of you is making a left turn, then you just wait and die.
I mean, the good thing about Long Island that, not to just kind of diss it all day long. It's it is the good thing about it is that when you do drive here, there are so many highways you could choose from, which you don't see.
All with their own potholes.
Yes.
Yes.
But you have choices. Like if you're coming here for the first time, let's say you have to come here 5 times in a year and you're using Waze, it could take you a different way each time, depending on the traffic.
I
and the
love Long
highway.
Island.
And I really love
I
that.
love the roadways. I love
it.
Long Island. Yep. I'm just saying, if you're going to have a innovative road and highway system, you might want to make it drivable. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You might want to make it drivable.
Yeah, and I agree. I love Long
Island. And the other thing is, why would you fix potholes at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m.?
Right.
I mean,
well, no, they do. That's the rule. It's supposed they can't start before 9. They can't go after 5. They can go. I believe it's after 10 at night.
Which is not the high traffic time of the day, right? Because
Not
who's in
anymore.
that
It
car
used
in
to
the-
be.
You should
It's
be at
still
work.
pretty
You
crowded.
should be at work by 9 o'clock, people.
Yeah. Well, all right. So stay tuned
Everything
next week.
leads to a
stay
scolding
tuned
by
next
Sallie.
week for Knockem Dead's new time at 9 a.m.
So Tim Saliani wants to see Kent Bichelle mosh because he was asking. So I think maybe we can make Ken do that tomorrow. Maybe we'll put on some Lonely Ones tomorrow and
I've
make
gotten
Ken
to the
bounce
point where
around.
I wake up in the morning and I wait for a Tim post. They're
Yeah.
just every day, but it's this combination of being yelled at, but it's the right thing to say anyway. It's a good thing.
Yeah, he has a unique way of ranting and calling people miserable bastards, but in a
But
in a
he's right.
sensible,
Way,
sound way. Yes.
Yeah.
It makes you smile.
Yeah.
The bottles, says Andy Plajanos, would degrade in a long time. without outside pressures. Imagine all the weight and torque from the tires.
They should make it with Twinkies.
I don't
they
care
never
what.
go bad.
All I'm saying is mix some of them bottles in with the shit they're using because the same pothole will be back next year.
Yes.
Which means whatever they're patching it with isn't.
Right.
I mean, I watched a guy on TV with that stupid tape fix a canoe and go to fucking England, right? With his super sealing tape.
So
Use that stuff. I don't care what you got to do.
Right. So MacGyver here
we
wants to
can't
use duct
patch
tape.
Whatever it
Just
takes.
use
I
duct
don't care.
tape. Duct tape
I don't care.
never disappoints.
Jeff
The duct
Bosey
tape
drives
highway.
all day, right? Jeff Bosey's on the road all the time, allegedly on the road all the time.
That's the Hershey Highway. That's a whole other show. That's a whole other story. With Jeff.
I thought he drove a truck. Evidently, I was wrong. That disregard. sorry, Bose.
All right, so and we touched upon it earlier. You have a special surprise for Jeff tonight on No Rhyme No Reason at 7 o'clock.
Surprise for the
world.
audience, even. Okay, so here's what's going down tonight. I have a little something. Long Island's greatest comedy asset, I feel, is Jeff Bosey. Not his stand-up. If anyone who's seen that knows what I'm talking about.
Or the jokes he's told on
or
the show
jokes
recently,
he's told,
yeah.
or lack of, In fairness,
There's a compliment in here somewhere.
No, but yes, yeah.
Okay.
In fairness to his comedy, he's so advanced that his mind goes so quickly that he doesn't even realize he's left the punchlines out of most things.
Right.
Right. So the listening audience, to the naked ear, you would say,
Did he
"Where's the
forget the
punchline?"
joke?
But
Yeah.
he knows him. He's
After
holding out.
he's gone and buried, then people will catch up.
It'll
and,
just be
"Oh!"
a series of punchlines coming
Right.
out right afterwards. But anyway, if you're on Long Island and you do comedy, I don't care if you do open mics, if you do shows at clubs, if you have a podcast, whatever. If you tell knock jokes at your kid's school, Bosey promotes you. He's the man.
Yes.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Absolutely.
And anyone who doesn't agree with that, well, they're just wrong. So, as a tribute to Mr. Bosey, I am bringing something down to the studio tonight, which I am actually bringing two of. One of
Why
them,
two?
I'll tell you why. One of them will be a gift to Mr. Bosey because I feel he deserves it. The second one, I will be holding a 2-week little auction, right? The donation will go to Long Island Harvest Food Kitchen. I'm not food pantry. I'm not keeping the money. We'll put that towards the food pantry because it still drives me crazy that it's 2021 and people are fucking
are still
hungry,
hungry.
which
Yeah.
is ridiculous. So we're going to donate the highest bidder. I will even have possibly, this could be worth something down the road, I'll even have a little autograph from Jeff Bosey on this item for the person who wins. So that'll be starting tonight, and for 2 weeks.
If I win it, I could put it next to the picture of them. Like my whole dresser
Well,
could just be
it's pretty big. So how big is your dresser?
pretty big.
All right.
All right.
So I mean, this is like this is epic.
All right.
So.
It is pretty epic.
But anyway, so that's what we'll be doing tonight.
And I personally think it's such a great gift that it might turn Bosey back into Bosey because he's been mad Bosey for like the past month or so.
Has he?
He's been a little angry. You haven't?
Why?
Well, even last week on your show, he got a little serious.
That's not angry. That's like
Yeah, he's-
sharing.
no, he's been a little-
That's
we've been-
sharing your
we've even talked
feelings
about
and
it.
emotions.
We
No,
talked
he'll,
about it. He's been a little angry.
He's finding his mojo again.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That this gift tonight will completely lift his spirits and bring Bosey
See,
back.
anyone who knows Bosey knows if you have a conversation with him one-on-one, he's 100 times funnier when he's not trying to be funny than if you like a lot of guys are just, oh my God, he's really funny. And then, you might go up on stage and you're like a deer in the headlights or whatever and stuff.
a lot of
or you
people
try
have
to be
that.
too like methodical,
Right.
Bosey off the cuff's funny.
Yes, absolutely he is. Ken Pichel's talking about Hershey Highways. How do you like that?
I'm worried. I'm worried that,
D. Filippo wants to start the bidding off at $5. I don't really care about the signature.
$5 is not going to get this done. I'm just telling you right now.
But he's starting.
All right. Well,
So there you
I
go.
will
You have the
gavel you
official
first.
start.
I will gavel. I will now go to $6 myself, sight unseen.
I'll take it to 10.
We're already at $10.
Yep,
This is
there you go.
amazing.
That's how.
Sorry, Greg, but and I don't know what the exchange rate is in Florida, but $5's not getting it done.
Yeah,
Just not
I'll go
happening.
20.
Whoa, $20,
And you know what
and they don't even know what it is
Yeah.
yet.
No,
I
we
haven't
do.
unveiled it. Well, yeah,
I
but
do.
I mean, but,
Oh, then
yeah,
you're right.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you know too, right?
$20.
Wow.
Normally when you wave $20 at Bosey, you know what goes happening. Right? It's like, I mean, people go on milk cartons after that.
Look at that.
Tim
What?
Siliani did $100.
$100.
He's kidding. Is he kidding?
No.
Woo!
Look at that.
100 Geeters.
We're up to 100. I'm not
Wow.
spending. I'm not
Wow.
bidding anymore.
I like Posey as much as the next guy. I'll be honest with you. 100's not going to be our final bid. I'm telling you.
Oh no, I agree.
I'm
I
telling
totally
you.
agree.
This thing is probably this will be a collectible.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not saying a valuable collectible. But it'll be,
Well, people are
if you
doing-
own it, it's technically collectible, right?
People
There
are
you
doing
go.
their taxes, and they're, you have to do charitable contributions,
Oh, sure.
and it's going to a good
That's true.
cause.
That's
so,
true.
Nikki raises Tim.
Whoa!
And Janos asking what we're bidding on.
You know what's fun?
Don
It's no one
Sill?
even knows what we're bidding on yet.
Right.
And
does Don Sill know?
Don Sill does not know, but
Because he just raised it 50 cents.
I'm going to lure Don in with the fact that let's make him believe it's a life-size Jeff Bosey inflatable. So he'll have two now. And he can sandwich it between the Benny one and the two Bosey ones. And Don's going to need a California
no, Greg,
King.
it's not a gift card to Applebee's. It's something everyone would enjoy.
Well, first of all, Bosey is a Chili's guy, not an Applebee's guy. He's a Chili's guy. I would never disrespect him and go Applebee's on him, even though my nieces worked at Applebee's and still do, one of them. But Bosey's a Chili's loyalist.
Bosey wants to know if it's a karaoke machine so he can do garage shows.
Wow, who told him? Who told him? But anyway, so tonight's going to be good, and we're going to do this for a couple of weeks. And also, I'll be, the tricky part about doing, because of gigantic audience, you don't want to wear I can't wear the same clothes on my night show. Cracking out the special one for tonight.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, special one. I'm sorry, but it wasn't a Teespringer. But
He's cranking out the Speedo for Jeff.
the unitard. Yeah. You wear tights? I wear the required uniform. Tights.
All right, so that's No Rhyme, No Reason. That's tonight at 7 p.m. with Jeff and Rich.
And will we be on our new...
We're being told that
We're being told
GovsRadio
GovsRadio.com will be broadcasting the show.
Yes.
So no more of these Facebook glitches. We can go right
you
on
can
the site.
chat and do us a favor. I mean, because me and Tony, we have no problem being the guinea pigs. Keep telling us how you feel about the chat and the website, and we'll do our best to, beg some people to make it a little bit better.
I feel like it's only a matter of time before somebody throws a Bitcoin in for a bid, and then I go like this. I don't know what it means.
Don't make me learn.
No, Jeff's saying he has absolutely no idea what's in store from tonight, and we will verify that. Jeff absolutely has no clue what's going on.
Well, we could say that almost any day.
True.
If this conversation wasn't happening, he'd have no clue what's going on.
Yes, it's tonight at 8 o'clock.
7
o'clock. Sorry, what's at 8 o'clock? I'm on a different day.
Still us.
Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Still us. We'll be here because
7 o'clock.
Did we tell
to 8
Bosey now
o'clock.
that we've arranged for an in-studio colonoscopy for him?
At 8 o'clock. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we're gonna go all
The-
Katie Couric on him.
the
We're
8
gonna
o'clock-
broadcast it.
Or we'll
Yeah.
go Steve Carell and give him a wax.
Oh, the waxing.
Joe Stas still in trouble using his wife's Facebook.
Joe just
He
makes
gets in trouble a lot.
Joe's.
I
always
think
in
once
trouble.
you're in trouble, if you have a hiccup, they just nail you again,
Yeah.
right? They just.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have
They're,
you ever
they're
been to
definitely on the
Facebook,
radar.
Just through
Not
here.
personally, but Govs Radio has.
For what, posting?
We don't even know. They
You
never
got
told
a
us.
Talking to ones.
It had to be.
Oh, that's true. I did.
It had
yeah.
to be limo talk related. I guarantee it was gross.
Yeah.
It was Graz
We
a
do
lot,
believe it
and
was.
we
It was
tried
Graz.
really hard to help them because they kept using this one beginning music that they insisted on using, and I found different ways to script Facebook so that they their algorithm didn't notice it. But
I'm just
didn't
blaming it
work.
on him anyway, just because
Yeah.
he's a blamable.
It
kind
was
of guy.
mostly music. I don't
Oh yeah,
think it was any
that's
reason
the
other
other
than
thing
music.
I forget, right? Like on
Copyrighted
Facebook, you can't.
issues,
Right,
yeah.
That
you
was the
can't,
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
Whoa.
topics that they talked
Joe
about.
says he's banned for 6 months.
6 months.
Man,
Ooh. Wow.
That's insane, Joe. Joe's a crazy man. I'm a little scared of him now.
I'm feeling like, what do you do? Live broadcast a murder?
I know, really. What do you got to do?
Hey everyone, I'm killing my own dinner. Watch this live on Facebook. It's not
all right.
good. Not good. So, how are you guys doing? Are you guys excited? What's today? The 11th?
Yeah.
Today's the 11th.
20,
Why?
What do we got? 22 days until club time?
Well, funny you should ask.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I was going. April 2nd. That's when Governors, I guess all 3 clubs are opening up again that night. We're
I would
actually going to do a special live from the green room.
Woo!
Friday, April 2nd, Sallie and I. Maybe we'll see if you're around or Don. I don't know if Carla and Mike are going to be a part of the club that night.
I'd
So I don't
be
know what
shocked
domestic
if they
disturbance
weren't.
is doing.
What
Yeah.
night of the week is that?
It's a Friday.
Okay.
Yep. That's cool.
And Governors, if you go to govs.com, they're slowly starting to post their scheduling. They have Colin Quinn coming in April 17th. He called into Anthony Rodia's show last week, which was kind of cool.
It's Good Friday, April 2nd.
Yes, it is.
Talk about a smart dude.
Oh, what a great
he's
in
done
the comedy world.
some of his specials have been awesome.
Yeah, he's great. But then, from looking at the Governor's schedule, I noticed something. I have not heard anything personally, but I did see April 21st. It's a Wednesday.
Isn't that Earth Day or something?
No, I think it's the 22nd or the 20th.
Okay.
What?
Was my sister's birthday.
Oh, really?
Nice. Tracy?
No. My twin has the same birthday as me.
Oh, yeah. I'm an idiot. Oh, my God. That's going to be that's going to actually have to go up with the top 20 stupid
Nothing worse
things
than
I've
a
ever
twin
said.
sister with a birthday 3 months after yours, a couple of months after. I hate it.
I'm all right. Bye.
That's
I'm
not
out
even
here.
Irish twins. Just so close together that
Was she older or younger?
My sister that passed. Oh,
Yeah.
me and my twin are the youngest.
Yeah, I meant the other sister.
Yeah.
Oh, she passed away? Your
Yeah.
sister?
Oh, you didn't
Oh,
know that?
man.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
I don't mean to bring the show down. I
Is
just
there,
figured I'd mention her
anything,
birthday.
What's with your family? I feel so bad for
I know.
you.
Yeah, I mean, and you thought the potholes were the worst part of my day.
That's our surprise from Jeff.
I'm going
We're
Piers
gonna make
Morgan.
him cry.
Fuck it. I was getting out.
Piers
I'm blaming
Morgan.
all of this on Markle.
Yeah, what was with that? Why
a
did he
douche.
get, I didn't look at
know.
it. What was
You know
his-
what?
He's a little obsessed with her.
But
He's obsessed with
listen,
her, that's what it
am I
is?
the only one who doesn't give a flying fuck about the royal family?
I'm with you.
I don't even.
Yeah.
Didn't we try our best
Never
to get
interested.
away from that
Right.
country to have independence?
No,
Why
you're not
don't-
alone.
I mean, when that queen croaks, it's only a matter of time before they run through this. This royal family has the best gig next to the
yeah.
Saudi royal family.
Yeah.
Of anybody.
Right.
I mean, come on. They're just
The
a
whole
nicer
concept
version
is
of
crazy.
Kim Jong Un. Right? I mean, that's all they are, right? The fact that it just keeps passing down from they do nothing. What do they
Right.
do?
They don't do anything.
Glad hand and wave and the queen's worth, her personal fortune is over 500 million, and the family they say is worth billions.
Right.
And they own properties everywhere. If you go over London and everything, what a crock of shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
what are
But they love them over there. They love them.
No.
You know
Most
why
of
they
them-
love them?
most of them do.
They
Listen,
don't.
start
When it comes to,
listening-
taxes
wait till
and
this
stuff that they get
generation
away
is
with.
out the door, and the younger people can give two shits about the royal family.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the older people too. They just are like, how are they getting away with all this tax stuff? Because that's a lot of wealth.
How
they can
about
solve a lot of problems.
tax stuff? How about the prince with the rapey? Basically, I mean, what is
rapey.
that all about?
Oh, Prince Andrew.
I don't know, Philip
Andrew.
No, the older one that was supposedly on Epstein Island. That one.
Yeah.
Andrew.
That's Andrew.
That's Andrew?
I can't say Andrew more than 5 times.
I thought Andrew was one of the younger ones.
Philip is the husband of the queen.
What's
who's, really
what's
old.
Lady Di's kids?
Harry and God, what's the older one?
William.
Prince William. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Andrew
William.
was the guy that was married to Fergie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the one
With the
that
little
was down in
girls.
Epstein
Fergie
Island.
from the Black Eyed Peas.
Yes.
Wow.
No.
Wow, she gets around.
God bless her.
Oh.
I love girls that
Interesting.
get
See the
around.
way it all comes back to music.
All right, so anyway, April
Speaking of
21st.
music.
April 21st. I have not heard anything personally, but their website says,
Who?
Governor's website, their schedule is constantly being updated because they're filling up the club again. But it says on their website that April 21st, my class is going up again.
What class? Really?
So April 22nd, the
Are you
country's
sure?
shutting down.
It's going to be.
I didn't get a notice. Usually, I'm like the first to know because I'm a customer.
Well, that's what I just said. I haven't.
You know
heard
what?
anything personally.
You know
but-
something?
I know, but
I'm gonna-
I didn't get notice.
I got a
on
great
the website.
idea. I'm sweetening the pot now.
Oh yeah.
The highest bidder for the next 2 weeks not only gets this treasure collectible, I will also give them a pair of tickets to your next show.
Wow.
I will spring for tickets.
You realize now the donations are being
They're dropping now.
on. Yeah.
Don Sill
Yeah, you're right.
Don Sill just deleted his Facebook account and closed his bank.
And we can't find them either.
Yeah, you're doing. You're at 7:30 in the big room that night.
In this room in here?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
How do you like that?
You got any new jokes?
No.
He's just
I
doing his
do.
routine.
I have written some stuff, but all right, couple of things. John Truson, who taught the class, he told us a couple of things. Do not, because he would actually yell at some of the students. They would come in with new stuff, and don't do new stuff. Hone the stuff you have
For a little bit.
Do some of these shows, then change it up.
It's been a year.
Yeah, but Rich,
You're
you
allowed to have some
understand.
But he also said, and I mean, I know it's, I'm sure I could have done it, but he said, do not hit any open mics. Don't do anything until you finish this class, finish the shows because we're getting 3 shows. And this is the first one that I know of. He said, don't do any open mics, don't do anything, because he's going to continue to give us notes after these 3 shows. He wants us to get these shows under our belt and get the learning experience. So I haven't even done that because they were
same people on the show.
It'll be the same class.
It's from last year.
I don't know about that.
There was a couple of doozies.
That wasn't the whole class. That night that you guys came, that wasn't the whole class.
There was a couple of good ones. we were having fun at the table.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. So yeah, it might be a few different people, a little mixed, but
Nice.
that's the first
well,
one.
Whoever is the highest bidder for the Bozy collectible is going to be the recipient of a pair of tickets to what we're calling the last day of 2021 comedy, the Tony Walker Show.
Right. I
believe you would set a new record for shutting down comedy in the state. The old record being 1. This would be 2.
No. I already did it. I already accomplished it.
Oh, no.
March 15th last year, I was the last one to perform at the brokerage. Next day, boom, quarantined. And then during the summer, when they had the porch open, we were set to do a night the class was set to do a night on the porch. And a week before, the government said, or the state said, no, you can't have that porch
But you
open
weren't
either.
on that stage. This could be. I think
I
this
was.
is- you were.
I was.
Oh,
I
man.
was on.
You're going to pull a hat trick of shutting down New York?
Opening night of the porch, they threw me up, and I
Wow.
totally freaking bombed. So I
folks,
think
you
that
want
was
to
it.
come to the April 21st show
To see the last ever
because
comedy
you might
show in
not
the
be
world.
back until whatever year Tony deems it.
After
allowable.
I'm dead,
Yeah.
I think, which might be the next day because then the comedians will come find me.
Boy, you'll get some laughs that day. He died
They
on
should kill me.
stage and he died.
They should kill me on stage so that I could say
You'll die by yourself. It's okay. You'll be fine. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Me and Sallie already got the the rotten fruit. We should buy it now.
Got the hook?
So we got a
Fruit
good month
prick?
for it
What?
to really get mangy.
Oh.
So we can pelt them with it. So
I wonder if the Bozy collectible is one of his 30-year-old Christmas decorations that he pulled out of someone's garbage.
oh, you're getting warmer, Greg.
So on April 23rd, we'll see zombies run the planet. Now the 22nd.
no different than now, Bose.
Yeah, true. Okay. So we're awaiting. Who do we have?
Yeah,
I
I'm
believe
looking.
it's-
So I don't.
We have the lead singer of the band, The Lonely Ones. His name is Marty McCoy, and the bass player Jimmy Tolland will be joining us from The Lonely Ones.
Nice.
So they should be joining
Yeah, we're
us
just
soon.
waiting for him to come on. But what
all
else
right.
you got?
I want to tell you about my day yesterday. You know about my day yesterday.
Are you going to go into how you fought with everyone?
Yes.
Under the face of the earth.
And we're going to
In
lose.
fact, so much so that did we tell you guys how Tony, and I totally get it, but Tony, my older son, whenever he's just chewing, he's like one of those kids that you're like, oh my God, shut your mouth when you chew. So Tony's day was
he's
so bad
disgusting.
yesterday that Sam walked through the living room and Tony's like, I'm telling you right now, if you're going to chew right over my head, I'm going to punch you right in the face.
Thing. He didn't walk to the room. He stopped behind us.
Well, because we're watching TV, so he was standing and you could hear crunch, crunch, crunch.
And just to be clear, you think Bosey needs to get back to his old ways?
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're
but
about this
yesterday-
close to get off my
Yeah,
lawn, guy.
he fought with everyone.
I had 2 issues yesterday, but the day ended nicely. So we'll get to that too.
It did?
It did.
Okay.
So last Wednesday, so we're Sallie and I aren't here on Wednesdays. we're not really off from Gov's radio.
Our Wednesdays have blown a lot
we're just not on the
lately.
air.
It is no day off, no walk in the park. Let
And
me tell you.
during February, and you can attest to this, it was everything in here was pretty much February. All the improvements, all the changes.
Right.
Sallie and I were living here.
Yeah.
In the month of February, we didn't have time for anything.
Well, you helped me put a couch together.
True, right.
That's how busy we've been.
So
Mike Keegan did a French pose on that couch, by the way,
which we all have.
I think it's
copies
been
of.
worth the money.
Now that we get a lot of money for.
He won't.
for bids,
He won't
yes.
sign the release. Otherwise, yeah.
So
he's so selfish.
Yeah.
So for the first couple of weeks of March, it's been nothing but catch up on other things, as well as still, doing things in here.
Yep.
So I'm getting a new prosthetic leg. I'm getting a new leg, but
you have a prosthetic leg?
What? So there's all sorts of approvals and doctors and paperwork that has to be done. So I was supposed to go see a doctor last week. We're driving out. It's out east in Brightwaters, which is, I don't know, maybe a half hour east of where we are now. Blow my tire out.
Last week.
That's what I said.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
So, and because it drives me nuts, because when we were kids and young adults, you just, get the wrench and you get the jack and you...
Now you gotta have this super special secret lug nut.
Well, either that or it's a power.
And by the way, you ever get your tire repaired at a shop for some reason, and then they decide to hide that lug nut like it's a fucking Easter egg somewhere and you can't find it in your car, and you're like, I bet it's not in the car anymore.
Yep.
They never put it back.
But they use power tools, so you can't... So, so we have to call for a tow. 4 freaking hours. So, of course...
By the way, a guy with a prosthetic leg calling for a tow just kind of sounds funny.
How did we not think of that? That's hilarious. So the doctor's appointment out the window. So, reschedule for yesterday, okay? So I'm already in a grumpy mood because I'm like, I wish I had this done last week. I have other things to do.
Plus, I didn't go with you, so you're always cranky when I'm not around.
Yes, plus, you're hopping for a whole week because you threw the old one out.
Yeah. I make it really
in anticipation.
I'm always like he'll be like, I'm starving. I'm like, I made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Like I'm the make things better chick.
Peanut butter and jelly makes everything better.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you're right. I threw the old leg out.
So I'm hopping around,
and I can't live up to my last name anymore, so it's Tony Hopper.
Right.
So I'm sitting there. I go to the appointment, and sure enough, they're backed up. I'm like, okay. So it's an hour later.
An hour.
And I don't say a word. I get it.
Like,
They're
I'm like,
backed up.
hey, are you way home? He's like, I haven't even been inside yet.
Yeah.
I'm like,
now in the waiting room. Well, first because of COVID, you can only limited capacity. I couldn't even go into the waiting room. They said, please go wait in your car. We're backed up. They bring me in at 2:20 to just sit in the lobby. Now I'm sitting there, and there's this guy sitting there. The guy looks like he's in his 70s. He's got like long, scraggly hair. He looks like he came this close to looking homeless. And he's now complaining. I haven't been seen yet. I've been here since 1 o'clock. And she's like, I'm sorry, sir. We're getting to everybody as fast as we can. He goes, no, you're not. So now in my head, I'm like, this guy's an asshole.
Cranky old people like that.
So,
sorry to interrupt you, but one time I was in Costco with a basket, and I bumped this one lady. I just touched it. So I go, oh, I'm so sorry. And she goes, no, you're not.
Well, you're right. I'm not.
I'm not. Now I'm going to punch you in the face.
I'm not now.
Ho.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, sure enough, at 2:30, this guy's still sitting there. They call me.
And what time's your appointment?
1:30.
Oh, so, just to interrupt you, no, Plajanos, it's not the prosthetic place. The prosthetic place is amazing that he goes to. He has to. It's kind of like he has to go to.
It's that busy.
Yeah,
it is. Sometimes it is actually.
He has to go to a doctor to be approved to go to the prosthetic place. That type of thing.
Yeah, approval for the leg.
Yeah, so it's just a GP.
And in the waiting room, they're just sitting there playing the Fugitive movie.
Yeah, right.
I know that guy. I'm related.
Yeah.
So they call me, and now this guy's like, he goes, I've been here for an hour and a half, and now you're calling this guy. So now I'm looking like, don't mess with me, because I'm a real tough guy with old guy. Yeah. So the lady goes, I'm sorry, sir. She goes, what's your name? So he tells her his name, and he goes, I've been waiting all this time, and this guy just came in. So I stop. I go, I was waiting outside because the waiting room was full. And he goes, well, you're late. No. He goes, what time's your appointment? I go, 1:30. I said, so I've been waiting too. He goes, well, look at this. He's late. So I said it again. I go, I just said to you, I was waiting outside as per their instructions. And he said something else. I forget what it was. And so now I'm, again, this guy's pushing 70. I'm a real tough guy.
I'm getting into it with this.
But I did. I leaned in. I said, I just told you I was waiting outside. And the nurse is like, okay, please come, sir. Please come. So now I'm a little pumped up.
Picking a fight with Methuselah in the doctor's
That's
office.
right.
There they go. Yeah. Come on, old man.
And then I hear him. And so it turns out, actually,
Did he say something about...
It made me even more. I'll get to that.
Turns out he's waiting for a cleaning. He thinks he's at the dentist. And you're like, ha ha.
Turns out he showed up an hour early.
Oh.
So shut up. Just because they didn't change their schedule for you, you dick. But then I hear him.
Well, I don't believe he'll be listening to the show.
No.
Robert Sivers was his name.
Oh, God.
If anybody knows a Robert Sivers, he said he was 63, and he's...
Wait, you said pushing 70. You really rounded up.
Well, he did. He looked awful, but I heard him say he's 63.
Yeah.
And then I'm in the examination room waiting for the doctor, and I hear him in the next room complaining to the nurse. There's only 2 places on Long Island to get the vaccine, and I'm eligible. And you know what's going to happen? Now they're giving it to CVS. CVS ain't going to get it out in time, and then they're going to the vaccines are going to go bad, and they're going to have to throw them out. He goes, I'm telling you, you watch. I'm like, oh, I just want to run into this room and smack this man.
I feel like he has his finger on the pulse of what's going on today.
Yeah.
Sure.
What was, if you don't mind me asking, what appendage was he lacking?
No, it's just a regular GP doctor. Everyone was there.
Oh, so he was there for a tummy ache.
It wasn't a prosthetic.
Well, why don't you take your leg off at that point and leverage that?
Oh, I've done that. I would
have said to him, sir.
Not to him, but I've done
an
that
hour
before.
ago, these were both here.
An hour ago.
Right. It's an emergency.
No, it's not a general practitioner. He is. He's not. He's
not there just for prosthetics things.
They don't have special doctors for this?
I think he is.
Like rehab stuff.
Yeah, physical therapy, rehab type stuff.
Sure.
He's not a practitioner. It's not like, no, you're not going there for a stomachache.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
So unless you have one leg.
Right. Then you can
get both done. I got you. Okay. Wow. So this guy was cranky.
Very cranky.
Again, though, I'd like to get back to the thing where you say he's 70, but he's 63.
I was just pointing out how shitty he looked by saying 70.
Fair enough.
Right. So after this...
Well, Sallie thinks I'm 63, so which means in your eyes, I'm 70.
I said 87
right,
when 87, I guessed. And Carla said
113 or whatever, yeah.
So after the doctor's appointment, I then go... I'm in need of an oil change, okay?
Now, this is not your leg again.
Not,
We're talking, this is the car.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. You got so many moving parts, I don't know what to do with you.
I'm
He's
the
like
Tin
the
Man.
Tin Man.
Okay.
Tin Man. Yeah. So the guy I bought the car from, who we used to advertise in there, LA Sales in Hicksville, bought the car from, great guy, Greg is his name. I usually bring the car back to him and he does it in his shop. But again, I've been so busy, so I haven't had time to just run up to Hicksville. So there's a Jiffy Lube. So here's the thing. If Jiffy Lube is ever gonna,
that's the peanut butter one,
right? If Jiffy Lube is ever gonna think about advertising, on Govs Radio, I'm about to kill that.
Yeah.
So
But everyone knows about Jiffy Lube.
I hate Jiffy Lube. Right? Everybody knows they're a ripoff. They overpriced. I don't even think they do half the things they tell you
Bob
they're doing.
Siever actually manages a Jiffy Lube.
I bet he does. So I go. I have had no time to drop my car off. So I'm like, there's a Jiffy Lube right near Sally's house. So I'm like, all right, screw it. I'm just going to stop there. I'm going to hit this one and get the quick oil change. So I get there. I'm waiting to be let into the bay. There's nobody. And I'm sitting there almost 15 minutes I sat there.
And he just has like a 2008 truck. You know, like it's not like...
So the guy comes out and he goes, hey, what are we doing today? I said, oil change. And that's it.
Right.
Because they always bring out the air
filter, the whole deal, right?
I said, oil change, that's it. He goes, all right. He opens up the bay. I go in. First thing, as soon as he sets me up in the bay, first thing, so tire rotation, right? And so immediately I'm like, this is not going to be good.
No, they actually spin all the time when I drive them. I'm good, thanks.
I go once again, just oil change.
Right.
He's okay. So you been here before? I said, no, I've been to a Jiffy Lube in years. Okay, so he's starting to register all the information. Goes to the license plate. Oh, you got a handicap plate? I said, yeah. He goes, that for you? I go, yeah. He goes, for what? So now I'm like, and I give him the face, like, so I go, it's for me. I have a prosthetic leg.
He goes, bullshit.
No, he goes, I swear to God, he goes, what happened, alligator? So now and this guy is probably, this
You gotta
guy's now
play
younger.
along with that. You gotta be like, you saw the article?
Well, I just,
He
but now
does. Yeah.
I'm really getting pissed off. So now I did the whole switching my position, and I'm giving him the face. And I go, do you want me to tell you that I tell everybody it was a shark? Yeah, good one. Yeah. Okay. He goes, what are you getting? Oil change? I said, yeah. He goes, what kind of oil? I said, I don't know, nothing fancy. He goes, I don't know if you're.
I'll have this stuff from the Middle East, please.
Well, wait, that's what he tried to sell me. He goes, I don't know if your truck can take
synthetic or
the basic
regular?
stuff.
Yeah.
I go, you sure about that? And now in my head, I'm thinking, this is really not going to go well.
Yeah.
He goes to his computer. Oh, yeah, it says here that this truck can't take the cheap stuff. I said, oh, yeah. I said, what are we talking about? He goes, you got to get the synthetic. I said, yeah. $94. I go, $94?
It lasts longer.
Yeah, sure. I go to my guy in Hicksville. I said, I get an oil change for $50. Soup to nuts, $50. Well, that's what it is here, the synthetic, $94. I go, why is it $94? He goes like this. He goes. I go.
And his name tag said Bob Seaver Jr. I'm having a shitty day, Seaver.
So then he goes, all right, well, I'll tell you what, I can get you the cheaper synthetic. He goes, plus,
also known as the regular oil.
Well, no,
Also known as oil.
Then he goes, and if you grab your phone and pull up a coupon, you'll get $15 off. I said, okay. I go, what are we talking now? He goes, well, the cheaper synthetic is $64. I go, I just told you a minute ago, I can go to my guy in Hicksville for $50.
Right.
And that actually isn't even true. He does them for like 40.
It's actually 40, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So then he goes, well, I'm not really sure why. He said, but it's $64 a quart. And I said, whoa.
A quart?
You're telling me $64 a quart, and the other one, the 90, that was per quart? He says, yes.
It can't be. It just
I'm
can't
telling you,
be.
this is what he said.
That's insane.
And that's what I said to him. I said, that's insane. He goes, that's what it is. I said, I'm out.
Yeah.
And he goes, excuse me? I said, I'm passing. I am not doing this.
He's like, too bad I already drained your oil.
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck getting around the corner.
Good luck, buddy.
So he goes, so you're out. I said, I'm out. He goes, all right. So he helps me off the bay. I start to drive. I'm just about to leave the parking lot. All of a sudden I hear some yelling. I didn't hear any words. So I stop and I turn, and it's him. So I'm like, oh, what the fuck's he want now? He's running to me. He comes to the window. He goes, so you never told me what really happened to your leg. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Holy moly.
So I said, I lost it from cancer, and I'm still here to talk about it, and I'm leaving. And I mean, he was right there, and I just floored it. And
Have you thought of working on Wednesdays?
Yeah.
Because this sounds like a shitty day off.
The Wednesdays have just sucked.
But that's what I mean. We're not on the air, but we're still working. Like I spoke to a guy yesterday.
And by the way, these stories. Again, I'm no professional. I wouldn't use them during your set. I mean, unless you want to, it'd be cool. We send a pair of tickets to Sivers and get him in the audience for the show, and then you can.
And then start the show.
Do a little crowd work.
Start the show late so he gets mad.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, make him. He's on his 8-drink minimum. I've been here 2 hours. Yeah, sir. You got here at 5. The show starts at 8. Okay. Keep drinking.
So yeah, but I have done that before. One guy yelled at me for parking in a handicap spot one day, and I did.
You know what it is, because
I'm
if you like you're supposed to keep it.
And he walks
like
very
you're not
well.
supposed to wear long pants on it because you have to. You got to look like like you're showing it off.
Uh-oh, what just happened there?
It just said it ended.
The Zoom ended?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Will it give it back to us?
I don't know. Should I start?
What does that say right there? Yeah, hit start.
Hey, we still on the air though. Anybody else out there with a prosthetic leg?
Well, yeah, we're not getting cut off from the air.
Anyway, let's
Wait,
try
it
it.
actually.
Oh, all right. We have the guys are here.
Oh, hey, look at that. Cut off. You actually have visitors.
Are they?
I don't know. I'm trying. Let's see.
Hold on. Yep, I think they're there. Hold on 2 seconds, guys. We're just setting you up.
Yep.
Cool.
And I wanted to hear another story about your good leg, Tony. Instead, we'll.
You have to set up the whole thing again.
Yeah, I wonder.
All right. Well, that you can hold. That you can keep. It's all. Just do all the settings on Wirecast. Sorry, guys. Give us 2 seconds, and we'll get you on. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Cool. Thanks.
Carla, his crowd work would have been angry anyway. It wouldn't have been funny crowd work.
Oh, I love doing crowd work.
No, it says it's still on. Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
Oh,
to
right.
change that.
Good. Okay, good.
I hope that works.
Hold on, guys. Sorry.
It's either going to work. It's either going to work or we'll never be on the air again.
That's what we say about each single.
Does anyone have a 13-year-old kid that can call in and help us with the technology? It would be great.
You want to come in and play?
All right, yeah, give me a second.
Just because I looked at everything that I think.
Hey, so I'll talk about tonight's show while we're waiting for we're almost there, fellas. We're almost there.
Yeah, sorry guys. I don't.
So don't forget
cut out
the Long Island Harvest Food Pantry Jeff Bosey collectible.
How have you kept this a secret from him? Because
You met Bosey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not hard. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. It's you could talk about it in front of him. He still won't grab it.
Like you've actually said it 4
He
times.
did his. I
Doesn't
think he did
notice.
his 23andMe, and it came back like 40% mannequin or something like that. So he's, that's what he is. But we're up to what? What are we up to? $100.50.
Yeah. Hey Tony, maybe worst comes to worst, we could actually just take his picture and throw it up there, and I'll put the camera that looks kind of close to it.
Where'd that go? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, let me know, and I'll just swing around.
Have you guys had any interviews as exciting as this, or is this like the best one?
This is, we've had several like this.
Oh, Carla, anyone is bidding. There's a lot of people that are bidding. So far, I think
$100.50 was the Don Sill.
I think
bet.
that was Don Sill.
The Don Sill bid.
All right, so let's.
All right, you want to do that?
Why don't you put camera 3?
Oh, see, it's live.
3 or
He's live.
Yeah, put camera 3 on one of those over there.
There we go.
oh, remember this is the one that won't.
Just what you and I needed, Tony, was 2 guys with good hair. This is bullshit.
Arms will be dry by the time we go.
Show offs.
If it stays too small.
Yeah.
Is it small?
I don't see it yet.
Oh, it's on delay too?
A little bit.
Oh boy, that's no good.
You want me to take this one?
Put it there. Yeah, all right.
We were just cruising along, Tony. Cruising along until you had Angry Wednesday recap, and look what happened.
Well, I'm not angry anymore because
you peed in the Cheerios. You killed
these guys
everything.
are here, and I'm excited that they're here. All right, we're just about good to go. Wow.
Yeah.
If you guys were here to see what was going on, this would make it even better.
Yeah.
Is
they're
that-
probably too young to know about MacGyver.
Is that's a close you can get?
MacGyver.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously? That's really?
Yep.
That sucks.
It's fine. Let's do this.
It's going to be beautiful.
All right, so we have with us, ladies and gentlemen, we have Marty McCoy and Jimmy Tolland from the band The Lonely Ones. Welcome, guys.
Hey.
How are you? Thanks for hanging out with us today. Good to see you guys. And yeah, you're right, Rich. They have great hair. Look at that, sons of bitches. You know, I do have to say that with these guys, man, these guys are badass.
Yeah.
Man, we've been listening to your music and for like the past week now and digging it. You guys are you guys are badass. How'd you get so badass from Ohio?
I think it's the good hair.
That explains a lot.
It does.
I used to have family in Ohio. There was nothing badass. I was in Warren and Youngstown all the time, and there was nothing badass going on there. You guys, are you guys from there? Like near there, or?
Jimmy's from Washington, and I'm from West Virginia.
We're actually from Ohio. We just both live here.
Oh, so you live there now?
Yeah.
Oh, because that's where all the rock and rollers go. What the hell? How'd you guys end up in Ohio?
Columbus is a nice city.
Really?
Being from West Virginia, the very first time I rolled my country bumpkin ass into town, I was like, saw some skyscrapers, and I was like, this is where it's at. I'm staying here.
No kidding. Wow. Does it have anything to do with? Is there a music scene, or is it just the people? What is it?
Oh, there's a huge radio scene. It's beautiful here.
Yeah?
For like a touring band, it's awesome because you can go to like the entire East Coast or the Midwest in 7-10 hours.
Yeah, at the most. Yeah, there's a major city in every direction. We have Rock on the Range, Sonic Temple now, which is 70,000 people. One of the biggest rock festivals in the country. 99.7 The Blitz, which is a big rock station here. And like I said, it's a central hub. Anywhere you go, there's a major city: Cleveland, Akron, Dayton.
Chicago, Detroit, New York. They're all within striking distance.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay, so you guys, all right. So you guys have an interesting story. You're kind of the Lonely Ones is kind of a new band, but you guys aren't really a new band. It's you formed out of Bobaflex.
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct. But I would say the Lonely Ones is a fresh, hip, young band.
That's what everybody's saying, according to what I heard.
Well, you can tell from looking at us, we're part of the hip generation, and we've been saying that.
I mean, radio killed us. We're only 30. We just look terrible.
We keep hearing, where did these guys come from? They came out of nowhere, and I don't correct anybody on that shit.
So I let him think that. I let him think I'm 21 too.
But you guys started originally. I don't know. It's not the same lineup, but in the early '90s. Is that correct?
Early 2000s. About 2001 was when it became serious. And myself, Tommy the drummer, and my brother were all original members. And Jimmy was in the band 5 years? Jimmy 6 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I joined in 2014.
Yeah, and my brother wanted to. It was time for him. He felt it was more important to not miss any more, Christmases or volleyball meets or anything like that. And so he decided to be home with family, and the rest of us thought, we're not done, and this is too much fun, and we don't have any kids, and so let's continue to do this. And so far, so good. People are digging it.
Well, the music is, I mean, I love it, and to me, the best thing about it is that probably 80% of what you hear today is so cookie cutter. But you guys are far and away. I think you guys have a niche that a lot of even heavier bands don't have, because a lot of it is very similar. But you guys have a kind of a different approach to it, which really makes it good.
We're like that one cookie that the little kid made that don't really fit into anything. You let it make it, but it's not going to make good.
So what was that? It's interesting with your brother leaving. I mean, because that's the whole goal of a rock and roll band. You want to travel and tour and kick ass and meet girls, and so. And I'm sure I'm sure you guys, as brothers especially, really wanted to. It was probably some kind of childhood dream, I'm assuming, that you guys, worked on together. So
yeah, but I think that he was saying that his brother left because he was spending more time with his family, so he wasn't like looking around for girls anymore, right?
No, he got his fill of that. long ago. But yeah, it was. I mean, it was definitely a childhood dream. And then we had a wonderful time. We had a great time. I mean, it was some of the most fun I've ever had in my life. And he just felt like, it was time to. We'd noticed a change in him, and he wanted to be home more, and like it was really pulling at his heartstrings and stuff when he was missing, piano recitals and things like that, which is something we respected. It was devastating because it was devastating. It was our life, but we respected it, and it was very scary at first. But then when we started doing this new thing, it became exciting, and the unknown was cool, and people actually started liking it, which you never know if that's going to happen or not.
Sure.
Off to a good start. And then the pandemic happened, so it's like we've overcome some things early on in the Lonely One's career. Where, had some hurdles.
Absolutely.
We started out screwed over on that front.
Well, yeah. How you guys? Everybody's good. Everybody's healthy. You guys are all right. Everybody's good in your world.
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear that. But all right. But speaking of the pandemic, we're hopefully we're just about out of this thing, and you guys just announced some tour dates.
We did.
Nice. And starting when? This summer, I believe it was?
Yeah, August 19th is the first one. We got 15 dates announced so far.
Nice.
And I think we're expecting another probably 15 before the end of the year, give or take. But yeah, we've been kind of patiently waiting, following everybody's advice and this and that. We've moved some of these tour dates back a year at this point.
Right.
And finally, it looks like the vaccine's going to be out to everybody in spring. We figured give it a few more months just to be safe, and let's go.
And have you guys started planning anything? Are you going to do anything differently as you're being trying to be cautious, or are you hoping by that point that things will just be back to normal and you can just do what you normally do?
Whatever needs to be done, we'll do. But at this point, it's too far out for us to make hard plans on any restrictions. Lack thereof. I know some of the shows are currently half capacity, but come June things might change and they can open up the full capacity. It's still 5 and change months away.
Right.
We couldn't say for sure. It'd be irresponsible for us to do that.
Now, what do you guys what do you find more difficult, writing and recording, or when you do videos for the songs?
I would say I love it all. It's a creative outlet all the way around. We do the videos that we do. We produce them ourselves. We got some guys that we work with that we like a lot. But we come up with the concepts, and we're Jimmy and I are the control freaks of the group. So our hands are all over everything. But I think that's one of the it's different transitions, but they're all equally as fun. You're in the studios, you're in transition brain, and you're work, and then as soon as you're done with that, it's time to do these videos, and so Jimmy and I are in the editing process, and then it's time to go play live. So it's all different kind of stages, but they're all equally as fun. I couldn't pick one. I would say, nope, can't pick one. Nope.
Do you guys get input on so the video that you have out there for what is it, Eternal Sadness? That video. How much input do you get in the direction of that?
100%.
Yeah, I directed that one 100%. Cut the hole in the mattress myself and everything.
So I have a question then. So you're the guy I got to ask. All right. I think the video is great.
The video scared the hell out of me.
The video was creepy. It was awesome. The song is great. But my question to you is, towards the end, how did that guy go from being the scariest guy I've seen on television to Dancing with the Stars for the last 30 seconds? What was up with that?
He's a friend of mine from high school. He should have went to LA. In the video, he was like, "How do you want me to act?" I was like, "Just be yourself." That's what he did on screen.
Come on, that's what that guy's really like?
Yeah. And so the concept was that, he represents depression, and, the person's constantly, it never goes away. You have good days, you have bad days, but it's always there in the background. And so that dance was kind of like you're always dancing with depression, and sometimes it leads and sometimes you lead. But I always wanted, I grew up in the 80s and early 90s. I always wanted a dance sequence in the video, so I just threw it in there. I worked it in some way.
It was a good video.
It is a great video. It really is a great video.
And you guys are great. Even before the show started, they were both talking about a couple of the covers that you did for Queen. These guys are just unbelievable.
That Flash cover is. honestly, that was fantastic. That's
Jim.
just a great song. And you guys did "Hey You" also, right?
Yeah, with Boba Flex, yeah.
Right.
And Jimmy, I got to say, man, you did some nice bass lines on that version of "Hey You," man. That's a great version of that song, man.
Yeah.
Thanks. I didn't write those. They did.
No, you were doing a little towards the end there, if I'm not mistaken. There was some things I don't recall Roger Waters doing.
Maybe just a little bit.
But that's what I like about these guys. They are very much talking about Flash. They are very. It sounds a lot like 70s Queen to me. I mean, you guys are a little heavier, but it's very much that vein when they were still a really heavy guitar band and they had the layers of guitars and the harmonies. You guys have fantastic harmonies.
That's, I think, what separates them from a lot of people. Some heavy music is just, the lead singer.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes screaming, but the way it's layered and that is
Yeah.
it's great. I mean, and that Flash, for those of you who are listening and haven't seen this, you got to check out. It's on your site, right, on Lonely One's website.
Yeah.
Yep. Check out all the songs, but definitely you want to see the cover of Flash. It's so good. Such
It
a
really
great
is
song.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And again, it's the harmonies. It's the layer of the guitars. You guys do a super job. I hear a lot of. I'm assuming Queen obviously is a big influence, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
But I hear a little like in Jake's guitar playing. I hear a little Tom Morello in there, and even some of your songs. I hear a little Extreme going on, like and even some Kiss. Like you guys have a song called "The Lonely One." That thing is Kiss all over it, man.
Absolutely.
Like it has that whole arena rock pounding, boom, boom, boom. And that's as musical as I get right there.
That was the saddest thing I've ever heard.
I'm very white.
I could barely look at his eyes. I'm like, avert your eyes.
I think you just made these guys quit music.
I want to know where you found your drummer, man. He's another one. He scares the hell out of me. He's got the makeup on. He looks like a mean motherfucker.
He had makeup on?
Yeah, I played with him since I was 11 years old. He's from the same tiny little town in West Virginia that I'm from.
Wow.
Nice.
I could hit his house with a rock. He's the nicest dude in the world, but everyone says he looks scary. I remember the day that he unpacked his drum kit. I was like 11, and he could play them as soon as he got them out of the box. And I could not play my guitar. Totally different story.
11.
Wow.
That's a good run there with the band, right?
Yeah,
You just
absolutely.
stay with the same guys.
That's a tough thing with a band. You I guess with any job, but I think more so with a band, because you guys, it's not a normal 9-to-5 job. You guys have to coexist together. You see them more than your family. So it's really cool that you guys go back that far. And again, even your brother, you didn't have a Black Crowes or an Oasis thing or the Kinks going on where you break up, get back together, break up. So it's tough. It's a tough gig.
Well, if you're going to be in a band and you're going to tour, you got to be pretty cool. You can't be petty about who got more pizza than you did, or who drove more than you. You got to be a cool dude because it can be rough at times, but because of the pandemic, I'll take nothing for granted. I'll be excited. I'll be excited to clean the Wendy's commode off and use the bathroom. I take nothing for granted.
Wow.
Nice.
Now, do you guys, is everyone in the band part of the writing process when you guys are putting a new song together? Like, or does somebody focus more on the lyrics, or is that collective?
Marty does most of the lyrics. Oh, for the most part. As far as the music writing, it's a definite collective process, but
Nice.
It's different each time. Sometimes Marty showed up with a song completely written, basically. Sometimes it's just us standing in a room together, bashing stuff out. It's come in many different forms.
The ones that I write completely usually don't make the record. I need these guys. I need them bad, man.
Here's my B-side, another B-side.
Right on.
Wow, that's great though. But so when you guys go on tour, are you going to be touring? Do you have another band that you travel with, or are you guys going to be going solo on a lot of gigs? Or
we got a couple bands. A band called Co-op, which is Alex Cooper's son.
Oh,
They're
nice.
going to be opening some of the shows, and then there's a band called Sunflower Dead from out of LA that's going to be on some of the shows. So usually we try to take a band with us. I don't know. I mean, this is the first time with the Lonely One, so yeah, we're taking a band with us. A couple bands this time, but I don't know how it's going to go in the future. But usually we try, take a band with us and then have some of the really good locals play. That way, it's the word spreads a little faster.
And you're still gonna, I'm assuming, still throw in some Boba Flex stuff too, right?
No, separate. Yeah, it's two separate things.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. The reason we did this in the first place is because without Sean, it didn't feel right to do Boba Flex.
Oh, okay.
So, carrying that on, we're definitely keeping them as two separate bands for sure.
Wow.
We're absolutely ready for being on stage and people yell, "Bury them with my guns on." We're just gonna pretend like we didn't hear them.
Kick him in the face. Shut
up. Was that from Step Brothers when they yell, "It's only 80s, Joel." Right. That's it. That's all we play.
Eventually you'll look up, there'll be one tear running down my face after I've heard it the 100th time.
So are you going to be putting out any? I know you just put out, what was it, Change the Station? That's the latest one?
That is correct.
Which is fantastic.
Good song.
I love what these guys are doing. Is there going to be more, so that the fans are familiar with more songs then when they come see you in the summer?
Absolutely. Yeah, we just we signed to Imagine Records, which is Morgan Rose from Seven Dust is our main A&R guy. So one of the cool things about that is I get to talk to Morgan Rose twice a week. But we just got off the phone with them this morning, and they were talking about releasing singles at a rapid rate. People, as far as albums go anymore, it's not really an album world these days.
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, try to remember the last thing you looked at on Facebook 15 minutes ago. You probably can't remember unless it was an excellent cat video.
Porn. It was porn.
So
I remember the porn.
We're going to rapid fire out singles like maybe every 3 weeks, so that
wow.
we give people time to digest the first one and then bam, hit them with the next one. So it's kind of I would say it's a slow release of an album, but a quick release of singles.
Right. Which is a smart idea because you want them to be somewhat familiar with a good amount. It doesn't have to be everything, but a good amount of the stuff that you're playing live. That helps the energy of the room to at least know some of it, right?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Plus, just as a new band, we're not Metallica. We can't take a year off in between putting out a song.
Sure.
We can't take 2 months off in between putting out a song at this point. Maybe someday we can breathe a little bit and think more creatively in that way. But for now, we gotta keep them coming.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on a cover that another cover that you guys want to do down the road that you feel would be in your wheelhouse there?
Well,
Brian May already told us that, so we're in. I'll die on that one.
Yeah, that's what I say. Once Brian, like when we were doing the Flash cover, we were like little giddy kids. Like, what if Brian May heard it? Wouldn't this be great? And then our publicist Sean O'Donnell got it to him, and he heard it, and he gave us the thumbs up. And we kind of felt like, well, we can take, I don't know if we need to do anything else. That was.
It is a great version. I mean, that I got to tell you, I listened to that thing like 5 times straight back and forth.
Sure.
I'm like, this is great.
We met Brian May like not that long ago. What, like last year or something?
Two years ago. 2 years ago, yeah.
And he's so tall. Like you have no idea how tall he is. He's kind of, and he's got like still has kind of
the curly hair.
It's like this big dandelion coming at you. Like he's so tall. It's crazy. Like how
which is how every rock and roll legend wants to be described as a big dandelion.
No, he's so sweet and nice. But what is he, like 6'7" or something?
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
Is he that big? Really?
We were completely going like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then he said to us, "Have you heard the Lonely Ones version of Flash?"
That's what I wanted to hear.
That must have been a big thrill to hear that he dug it, huh?
It's still. God. Yeah, I still wake up in the mornings like, well, if everything turns to crap right now, then Brian may like our version of Flash, so it's not all bad.
What as far as shows you've performed, I know you guys haven't done a lot of touring at Lonely Ones yet, but what's your favorite venue that you've played?
I guess we would have different answers, eh, Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I could pick a favorite, but if I was just to list some of my favorites, Newport in Columbus, Ohio has been a great time. The Machine Shop in Flint, Michigan is like a world famous rock club that's so great that bands that would normally play arenas will scale down just to go play there.
In Flint, Michigan. Yeah. Somehow,
Flint, Michigan.
It's like they have had this success to run the successful rock club in Flint, Michigan, which is one of the most dangerous towns in the United States.
Yeah,
But
they've been
it's
through a lot
magic
over there.
place.
Drink bottled water only.
Yes,
there.
yes.
It's crazy.
Madison, Wisconsin is huge for rock. There's so many great places to play across the country. We made a lot of friends with promoters and club owners. It would be hard to put my finger on it, but I could pick cities. I would say Columbus, Ohio, Huntington, West Virginia, Madison, Wisconsin, Dubuque, Iowa, Spokane.
The thing is, wherever the people show up, people show up, I'm happy to play at. It could be an empty field, and it'll be my favorite venue if there's 100,000 people there.
Right, sure.
Yeah.
I noticed that nobody said New York. Did you hear that? Nobody said New York. We'll have to fix
Man, it's tough to get a bus around there. That's the worst.
When we play the city, when we come into the city, Syracuse, New York is a wonderful place. We do quite a lot of shows there. But when we come into the city with a bus, we start to stress out 2 days beforehand, until you leave the city and see the city behind you is it when you can finally breathe, when you're pulling a bus and a trailer. And we drive.
Yeah.
We drive that ourselves, so it's like.
Yeah, so it's a little nerve-wracking.
There's a little West Virginia, New York bias. You see that? It's like,
Come on, you guys are the lonely one. You can handle New York City. Well, we're on Long Island, so we.
They can handle it. The bus has problems.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, we're on Long Island, so. Yeah.
We came to Long Island during a snowstorm, 2 years ago, and the venue was literally 3 miles away, and it took us 3 hours to get there. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry. Yeah, they're not coming back.
Parkway there under a tunnel one time. Remember that, Marty?
What is it?
We got stuck in that tunnel on the Parkway.
Oh, yeah, you can't go on parkways with a bus here.
No, you cannot.
Yeah.
I think they know that now.
That's the thing about New York. Yeah, like on Long Island, even the expressways, anywhere else, I'll be like, oh, you should slow down to 30 miles an hour. And you just don't have to take it seriously. But when you're about to do it on Long Island, like if you don't do exactly what they say on the sign, you're going to tip over. Like they don't mess around. Like don't go on the Parkway means you're going to take off the top of your truck. Like go 20 miles an hour. If you go like 21, you're going to tip over.
We got stuck. So I woke up at 5. I told our bus driver at the time, said, do not go on the Parkway. And then at 5 in the morning, I just feel the bus go, come to a flying halt.
Yep.
And we were this far away from touching the top. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Cars were jamming by us. And a police officer came and he just went, go slow, try it. So we did.
Yeah. Did it work?
Oh, it did? You made it?
You're so lucky.
He's like, let the air out of your tires.
Yeah.
We'll make it. You'll drag you through. Wow.
His advice, he gave us a fine and said, don't do that again. It's like, cool, off we went.
Every 6 months we see someone like take off the top of their truck on the Parkway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't take it personally.
Yeah, there's a YouTube channel dedicated to it. There's trucks. Wham!
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What venue did you play on Long Island?
That was that Revolution?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
which I think it's gone now, right?
Which is now gone.
Yeah, due to the.
That's what I heard.
No way.
Yeah,
It's common, which is common through COVID.
Yes,
so
exactly.
Many venues closed.
Where is that, in Massapequa?
Amityville,
yeah.
on the corner of
yeah, it was
Eric
actually
and
down
Whitehead.
the road from where we live.
Great place.
It was a great place.
It's been so many different names too.
Well, yeah, we're hoping to get places like that, and even with us in the comedy world, we lost a few places in the city, so we're and I'm sure countrywide, I'm sure a lot of places have shut down, so we're hoping to get some life back and look forward to getting out there. What good? Do you have any good stories on the road? Like you mentioned, it's cool to talk to the guys from Seven Dust and get the accolades from Brian May. But what's going on the road? You open for cool people or anybody? Any big rock stars give you any good advice or anything?
Oh yeah, I've met Kid Rock. We toured with Dave Mustaine from Megadeth.
Nice.
I mean, I've met. One day we're playing, and I look over and Corey Taylor's watching our show.
Yep.
Jimmy clued me into that. One night we were in Nashville, and I told my brother halfway through the set, I was like, I said, I got to talk to you after the show. Just, just be cool. I talk to you right after the show. And this was halfway through the set, and he was like, after the show, he goes, "What's going on? What's going on?" I was like, "Well, Lizzie Hale's in the crowd watching us." He said, "Why didn't you tell me?" I go, "Because you just stood in front of me the whole time." So, I mean, stuff like that is super cool.
Yeah,
when you
it's
see your
really
heroes
cool.
rocking out to your band. It's like, oh, call my mom. I think I was right about this.
Oh.
Jimmy, what do you got? You got any cool rock star
Yeah,
stories? Jimmy's always in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I met Slash one time, like totally on accident. That was cool. He's a big hero of mine.
Yeah, sure.
We were playing in Orlando. Is that right, Marty?
Yeah, WJR.
Yeah, that's it. And we had played early, obviously Slash goes on late because he's Slash. And and we're standing there. I'm just drinking a beer, and Tommy, I hear a bus pull up kind of behind us. They let the air out. And Tommy, who's always like cool as a cucumber, never loses it at all, unlike me, he goes, "Hell, look, there's Slash." And I froze up, my shoulders tensed up because he's my hero.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there, and he walks by, and I didn't realize how short he was, for one. He's like way shorter than you expect him to be because he's up on stage like a rock god.
Yeah, right.
And
Jimmy's 6'3", by the way.
Everybody's kind of short. That's not really. And he kind of like redirects over slightly towards me and goes, "Hey man, how you doing?" I went, "Hey."
Good.
One time we're at a festival, and this guy comes up to Jimmy. I just walk off because Jimmy's always in the right place at the right time. It's super annoying. I walk off and come back, and Jimmy's like, "This dude got up in my face and was singing our lyrics in my face and was screaming and like, 'I love your band, and my sister thinks you guys are, I annoyed my sister with your record,' and he's singing these lyrics, 'You think you're better than me,' in Jimmy's face." And Jimmy's like, "I don't know who that dude was." And then later that night, he gets up on stage and said, drummer for Hailstorm.
Oh, wow.
Lyrics in Jimmy's face.
I had no idea who he was.
Can I tell them my Eddie Van Halen story?
No.
No.
I can't bear to hear it another time.
Well, I'm going to tell them anyway.
All right.
Oh no!
So that happened to me once. I was at I went to see Van Halen in '95 at Jones Beach here in New York, and oh, you've been there? Yeah, great place. I love.
I was at that show.
Yeah. So there was this band. I got backstage passes through the opening act. That's a whole other story. But so I'm backstage, and when you have backstage passes at Jones Beach, they have these seats that you go up some stairs. They're on the stage, and you go up these stairs on the side of the stage, and you sit up elevated, and you watch the show from the side. You look down. So Sammy Hagar's doing his acoustic number, and I'm a huge Van Halen guy, so I've seen the acoustic number a bunch of times. I'm like, all right, this is my pee break. So I go down the steps, and I get to the bottom of the stairs, and to my left is Eddie Van Halen. He's right there.
No way.
And there's another guy sitting on a bench, and I swear to God, I don't see anybody else. So it's me, Eddie Van Halen, and this old guy on a bench. I'm like, what the? And I'm 25 years old, so I'm an idiot. And I just go, and I'm this close to Eddie. And I just go, like, "Can I have your autograph?" Like an idiot. He looks at me and he goes, like he's shocked that I'm even there. And he goes, "You got to get the fuck out of here." So now I start cracking up. And I said it out loud. I'm like a cartoon. I go, "Eddie Van Halen just cursed at me." and I take off. Now the show, at the end, the show's over, but they come out for an encore. And they start playing Mississippi Queen. You know, the old Mississippi Queen, you guys, right? You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
so,
yeah. 100%.
And as they're playing it, as they start the intro, Sammy Hagar says, "We have a special guest. We have Leslie West of Mountain. He's going to play Mississippi Queen with us."
The guy on
that
the
was
bench?
the old man sitting on the bench.
Great.
So I had no idea. The two rock gods, two guitar gods, sitting there with
You
me.
ask for an autograph?
I was 25 and just completely starstruck. And I blew
would
it.
have done the same thing.
Yeah, you would have done the same thing. Yeah, you would have said, "But I'm Jimmy from the Lonely Ones."
I'm some guy you don't know who he is.
we were at a festival in Wisconsin, and it was backstage. We had just played, and I had to use the bathroom so bad. Are we allowed to?
He was going to say I had to take a dump.
Yeah. And so I'm standing there waiting in line. I'm like, who is in there? Who is in there? And they're in there forever. And walks out face to face. It's Corey Taylor from Slipknot. And I said, "It's you." And he said, "Yep." And then he just walked off. And I was like, that was my immediate. That's the time I met Corey Taylor. I was like, oh, okay, well, it's pretty.
Hey, Corey, light a match. Is it too much to ask? Light a
And then
match.
as you're in there, you're like, I'm sitting on the same toilet. My butt touched.
This is Corey Taylor's stench in the bathroom.
I know. Our peepees are mixing.
Wow.
It was magical. One of my magical highlights of my life.
Finally, the collaboration nobody wanted.
That's great.
Wow.
All right, there we go. All right, well, Marty, Jimmy, we want to thank you guys so much for your time. You guys are a lot of fun. And we really dig the music, man. We're into it, and we look forward to more. And
tell everybody where they can find you.
Yes, please.
That's Jimmy.
Yeah. Sorry, my phone started ringing. I had to mute it.
Oh, no sweat.
Tell everyone where they can find us.
We got Facebook, we got Instagram, we got Twitter, we got TikTok. We're all running that ourselves. So if you're talking to the account, you're talking to one of the four of us.
Nice.
We got a YouTube channel, Spotify, Apple Music, all that. We just put up tour dates just yesterday.
Right.
Go to The Lonely Ones on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. We got the tour dates, big, wide. You got to see them. Might be coming right by you.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
We'll be looking for those New York dates.
Yeah.
He'll go back to Syracuse.
Right. Yeah, we're not talking Syracuse.
Maybe in the warm weather. The snow is not friendly to them.
And we'll come through New York on a series of little bikes. 'Cause we can't
Little Mini Coopers.
Nice.
And when you're coming through New York, we're going to drag your asses in here and have some fun with the whole band. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Look forward to it.
Excellent. So The Lonely Ones. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. A lot of fun. We look forward to checking out some more of your music as it's coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Anytime,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Good luck, guys.
Talk
Thanks.
to you again. Thanks again.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
You too now.
Take care.
All right, there we go. Cool. That was The Lonely Ones. They're heavy band if you're into early Queen and like Black Sabbath and Extreme, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
they're excellent.
Yeah, they're really cool. A little heavy, but if you don't mind heavy,
But good heavy.
Good heavy, and
Not like scream crazy heavy. Like
Right.
Good heavy.
No,
With-
it was great.
yeah,
like
good
you
melodic
said,
tunes
you said
with
it
great
perfect where
harmonies.
they did
Yeah.
they did a Queen cover excellent. Like that's exactly it.
Start with that. Their cover of Flash, and then go from there. It's really some great stuff there.
Right.
So again, we thank Jimmy and Marty. That was cool. Good guys. All right, so today is Thursday. It's time for us to get the hell out of here. Thursday, we have tonight at 7 o'clock. This guy.
The Bozy Show.
The Bozy Show.
With his sidekick, Rich Rada.
The Big Show. The Big Show, Jeff Surprise.
Operators are standing by for bids on the Bozy collectible. I believe we're up to $100.50.
No, yeah, I do believe that Saliani, and now he's all pissed off. Not the Scream Heavy, because that's what he plays.
Right.
What's the name of his band? Or what was that one band he liked? Anal Death Cunt or something?
Yeah. Oh,
Something
what
like
Tim
that.
listens to?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not buying it. I guarantee you he has like.
I bet he has a Barry Manilow album.
I bet you he like Avril Lavigne when he's home by himself. He's
Yeah.
listening to like
Karen
Skater Boy
Carpenter.
or something.
Jewel.
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 Is she still relevant?
I had that album.
Is Jewel still relevant?
There's nothing relevant about me. I have no idea
Oh,
what's
I just
relevant.
figured you had some inside information on Jewel.
Yeah.
Well, if you met Jewel, would you be like, oh, God, you want to have? And then you'd shit on you, and you'd be like, Jewel just told me to go fuck myself.
I'm not sure if I would even recognize her.
Really?
I would recognize her.
Would
You would?
Yeah.
You would? I don't know if I
Sure.
could pick Jewel out of a police lineup. Honestly,
I
don't know
remember
why
she was
be
good
in a
looking.
police
Yeah.
lineup.
Well,
True,
she's
you
got
never
that
know.
weird tooth thing too. So
No, still really.
Oh,
she
she
still has that little.
She made some money and took it out?
Wouldn't you?
no, I thought it was cute. I would
Really?
have kept it. Yeah,
Because an extra tooth you think is like attractive.
yeah. If I
So
were
guys with one less leg and an extra
yeah.
tooth
if
is
I
like
were
your
her
wheelhouse.
mom, I'd tell her to keep it.
Wow,
because
really?
it's character.
So lose a limb, get an
Lose
extra
a limb
tooth,
and a tooth.
and a kilt.
I like different things.
No kidding.
I don't like just your basic.
Some things don't
look.
need to be spoken, Sally.
Robert Redford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rah. Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
How many legs you got? Chicken shit.
Pussy. No reason at 7 o'clock.
Your Tim says you're more off than her bicuspid.
And then what else is on
so
tonight?
funny.
Oh,
Oh my
Graz and the
God.
boys, Limo Talk 9:45.
What time they go on now? I feel
9:45.
like it's later every week.
It's not later every week. I know
It's becoming a Friday morning show, isn't it?
He likes to talk about his punishment time. No. Here's what happened.
Oh my God.
He asked to switch to Wednesdays.
Is this not going to be as bad as the oil story, is it?
No.
Okay, go ahead. I'm ready.
So we said, okay, Wednesdays. And then we set up the Live from the Green Room show.
Well, here's what really happened. Because I do the scheduling for all the shows, but so he ended up telling every other person but me. And then I would hear it from everyone. Oh, Graz is switching to Wednesday. In my head, I'm like, Rich can't do Wednesday. Like, I knew, but he never said it to me. And then it was like all changed. And all of a sudden he goes, he said something to me about it. And he said, yeah, we're going to switch to Wednesdays. I'm like, Rich can't do. He's like, oh. And then all of a sudden.
Why would you check with the people on your show?
And then all of a sudden, wasn't it Bobby couldn't either? Like Wednesdays
possibly,
just didn't work.
So.
They're entrenched
So then,
at this there's somewhere between 9:45, 10 o'clock.
But in the meantime, we'd done. I'm like, all right, sure.
Right.
And then we had
But then-
rescheduled everything.
Right. So we rescheduled everything. When the quarantine first started, he was starting earlier. But then eventually we said, no, we got to stick to our scheduled times, especially during COVID, because that's when people are going to get in the habit of watching certain things. So your scheduled time, since you went back to Thursdays, is 9:45 after Green Room, which we're going back to Green Room next month. That'll be coming back again.
Well, so right now we still have No Rhyme, No Reason at 7 and Limo Talk in the 9:45 area.
April 2nd, we're bringing back a special Green Room show. That'll be Friday, April 2nd, and then the following week we'll be here Thursday nights after you guys for the Green Room.
And tomorrow in studio, the Andy Plajanos. Is he in studio tomorrow?
Yeah.
In studio
He was here last week, and he'll be back
and
tomorrow.
via Zoom, Carolina Ken.
Carolina Ken, yes. I had to think for a second what he said.
Okay.
I just heard Carolina. I was like, what? Yeah, there you go. So Sallie and I will be back here tomorrow with Andy Plajanos. We'll be back at 11 a.m. Thank you, pal.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you tonight at 7. Everybody have a great day. Enjoy. It's a beautiful day if you're in this area.